Welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast.
Kevin's eyes look insane, but he's got new hair. Virginia is a witch, and she farts in her chair. Jason is a spaz who's got an old man's ass. Welcome to the After the Show podcast.
Yeah, all right. Hello, and welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. It's Friday.
Word.
Yeah, baby.
We made it.
Yeah, we did. Pretty excited. Big old weekend. Great weather. Everything from spring training baseball going on, the Cognizant Classic, Rib Roundup. It's almost too much stuff going on. Inter Miami game on Sunday. Nuts. Yeah, we'll try to get out to, hopefully, some of those things. It's going to be a crazy weekend. My tomorrow's going to be running like crazy. Going to hopefully go to the Cognizant for a bit and do the Rib Roundup.
Oh, that's bold.
And my son, in the middle of it, has got a flag football game. So
Wow, you got a big day.
That's going to be rough, so we'll see.
You want to get some bets going on this flag football game? I kind of want to let it ride, baby.
I haven't seen the team yet, so I don't know, I want to put anything down on it yet because I usually like to, I got kind of get an idea. I haven't seen any of this action. I don't know who's on Cannon's team. I don't know what the other team looks like.
To me, that's the fun of it. You go out there.
Just blind faith.
Yeah,
just throwing it on nothing.
Bet on your baby.
That's really what the dog track was like.
My son got earn my bet.
Oh, okay. Slushies are for hitters, kid.
That's right, man.
Money is for winners, kid.
Yeah, so I got to see what's going on. So I don't know. I haven't seen any of it yet. So they just started practicing this week.
Oh, it's the first game of the season.
Yeah, I think it's more of a scrimmage. They're kind of still like they've only had 2 practices. Cannon's only been to 1, and then their first. I think it's a scrimmage on Saturday. So that's what's going down.
Scrim.
Yeah. So you know what? After that scrimmage, they play next Saturday. So we'll get it going, and maybe we'll put a little action on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to Pete Rose, Ken. I'm going to bet on his team. I'm not going to bet against him. I can't do that.
Even if it looks like his team is sad, you have to bet on Cannon, not against Cannon.
1,000% you bet on Cannon's team and you let that motherfucker ride.
Cannon probably want to get up in that action because
they can't get him involved. Now, that would become a Pete Rose type of situation.
Yeah, no, he just honestly he loves it. It's crazy. He is so in it. I didn't think it was going to go down like this.
You've created a monster.
I've created a monster. I really have. I did not think it was going to go down like this. I thought it was going to be a cute little thing on Saturday mornings before college football. Kind of like our good friend Chip and his son has always done. In fact, Chip will usually text me on Saturday mornings in the fall and be like, Kev, what do you think about this game? Should I go with the over? Should I, pick this team? Blah, blah, blah. It's just been fun. I thought, I want to do the same thing with my son. That's a great bonding thing. And my son has just taken off with it.
Do you know how much money what's the most he's lost in a single bet? Do you know that answer?
I don't know the actual answer. The only one I'm aware of, he went big. I think it was on the Super Bowl because he was a 49ers fan. I think he lost 75 on that. And that's where I was like, wait, pump the brakes, dog.
Did you have to pay for that?
No, he's got it. This is the whole thing. I don't even know what's going on because a lot of it's cash apps and all that kind of crap. And I don't even play in that world, so I don't know what's going on. I'm removed from it, so I don't know how bad this is.
I think he got you spun around.
So I have no
Just
way
like
of even
every
knowing.
other person in your house. They're doing a shell game.
Yeah, and I just don't have enough time to focus on this kind of stuff.
Ralston, get your house in order.
I can't take my eye off the ball doing this fucking show. So here I am, and so I don't know what's going on. And I talked to him, but I don't know if he's being honest with me. I'm like, all right, so like, are you ahead? Are you behind? What's going on? I said, you need to keep these. He's like, oh no, they're small. But now he tried to tell me that he's got several hundred ahead in the game. I'm like, several hundred? Like, what's going on here?
I don't know how you crazy bastards have a family. I mean, I could not do this job and have a family.
Oh, I'm a terrible parent.
There's so many things you have to watch and be ready for.
Well, that's just it, yeah. And so I lean on the queen for a lot of stuff because, I'm just with the hours, you can't be aware. I mean, I'm in bed by 6:15 p.m.
God, I wish I had a wife. I need a wife so bad.
See, I'm over here saying I'm pretty cool without a wife. I'm living my best life.
Yeah, so I don't know what I'm relying on her. I try to get updates. I'm like, okay, so what's going on? How's he doing? What's happening with the grades? What's everything happening? So I don't know. I mean, the kid's probably gonna be in Gamblers Anonymous in like a month. I have no idea. I mean, the only thing that I know is that, because we have the shared family photo stuff that goes on, and you can see of our family photo stuff, all the black dots there on that. That's Cannon doing gambling figures. He's trying to figure out over-unders, and he's got pie charts and graphs and stats. And
well, look at it this way. He's learning math.
Yeah, and he's good at math. And so, there's part of it where I'm like, okay, he's doing all these parlays and thises and that's and all that kind of stuff. But in fact, he told me the crazy thing about it is I don't know how I don't even know how gambling works. I don't even understand if somebody's minus 350. I don't even know what any of that stuff means. I have no idea. I don't know sports gambling at all.
I just know this. If you hear him in his room say this phrase, "I was so close I could taste it," that means he's gone too far. And you got to get some help.
So the thing that he told me now is apparently, I don't even know what you call this person, but he's got his own site where people are paying him $10 a month to get his picks. And so now he's a prognosticator or something. I'm like, wait, what? And he's like, yeah, Dad, I already got like 20 people signed. I'm like, hold on a second.
Times 20.
So I don't know if he's crushing it, doing awesome, or I feel like I'm completely losing control here.
Is he a bookie?
I don't know. I don't know.
It sounds like he's become a bookie.
I think he might be. I don't even know what's going on.
I think you're running an off-track betting.
I think we are.
I'm not gonna lie. It sounds like he's doing pretty good numbers. So I'd let it fly.
Yeah. I don't even know.
Yeah, right till the IRS shows up.
Right.
Let it ride.
Ride it until she bucks you.
Honestly, one day they're going to storm the house and I'll just be like,
seize all of your shit. They take your hair.
Well, then they'll find out that he's underage.
Oh, Kevin.
I know.
Oh, Ralston's.
Oh, I'm done. Yeah.
You're sitting on a powder keg.
Yeah, I mean, if I just
sitting
don't
on
show
a
up and you hear that I got busted, I'm in like I think Kev's in prison. Be like, what happened?
Well,
It's
go
not
listen to that podcast.
Yes, it's not going to be anything fun or awesome. It's like my kid is running some kind of gambling syndicate. I don't even know. So he's all into that. So that's what's going on. So yeah,
Well, hey, good luck with all that.
Yeah, he'll be happy to bet on his own games.
Okay, that's awesome.
He will.
Oh, yeah,
he
he
is
will.
so in it.
Oh, he'll take you up in a second.
And then I'll be the guy in the stands. I'm so close I can taste it.
Yeah.
Cannon will be counting your money.
Like, damn it, Cannon, hit the receiver.
Like that's the only thing I tell you. I think he really knows his stuff. So that's the only thing. I would be scared to gamble him because I think he's really all into this whole thing. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're right. You know what? Oh boy, I'm just going home. I'm gonna have a couple drinks. I'll forget about it.
Hey, you know what? After the second drink hits, I can bet you're gonna
It
feel
does.
better.
Honestly, all the anxiety and the fear that I have of prison, it just starts to slip away.
I'm sorry. I get it. People have problems with alcohol. It does start to make you feel better.
It
pretty
does.
Quick.
It does.
Put
And
on a game,
yeah.
and you and Cannon have a drink and have him explain to you all the odds and the stats.
You always talk about being clanked, and I hate when I feel like I'm just spiritually, physically, emotionally clanked, and then you have a drink. You go,
Yes, it's the only time I feel normal. If I don't have a drink, I don't ever feel like
The
I'm
neck
normal.
muscles just release.
boy, there's ever been a red flag statement. I
Yeah.
only feel normal when I'm drunk.
Yeah. Oh, we all have problems. The only thing that's going to break up my alcoholism is prison.
And at that point,
I'm going to need it.
fuck it.
I don't know. We've done bits on how to make prison hooch. I think you can keep your alcoholism
Okay, good.
going in
well,
prison.
Thank God. Yes.
Yeah, that hooch
Let's go put some fruit in a bag, huh?
That hooch
And
should
bury
not-
it somewhere.
You should have been put in prison for making that.
It had a little nip to
A
it.
little kickback.
Oh, man. Got some love for the Weird and Whatever. Second episode happened last night. You can get it on demand. Amanda said, yes, please tell Jaybird and Denny's I loved this last podcast. I work at nights at a restaurant, so I snuck into the restroom. I turned it on live at 6 p.m. and I turned the volume down, knowing I was not going to be able to listen to it. However, as soon as I got home, I rewatched it, and it was amazing. You guys are really good. I'm excited to see where this goes. Best of luck.
Thank you. I do apologize. We had a lot of people listening last night, and we did have a technical issue. The last 10 minutes cut off, and I do apologize. The good news is we got Brian, our engineer, involved, and we've fixed our problem.
It's up there now.
We were going to be. It's up there, but the ending is very clunky. You're going to listen to the ending. We're having a good time. It skips a beat, and then it you kind of hear me go, "Oh, it happened again. I'm sorry, guys." I get a little sad towards the end, but it should not happen in the future.
Another thing with some love here, Mel B said, just want to let you know I'm loving your personal videos. Jaybird's in studio ones.
The Spice Girl wrote in?
Yeah, was that Mel B? Mel C?
B.
Is that Mel B? Okay. Yeah, Mel B and Mel C, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Damn, she likes your shit.
How about that, huh?
Thank you to the good people that are always in the chat room. They are going on all of our YouTube shorts, and they're leaving comments, and they're liking and sharing, and that is the thing that's going to help us. I know it's annoying to hear us ask that, but it does help us out greatly, so thank you.
Absolutely. So trying to always crank out some new stuff for everybody. Thanks for being there to check it out. I got this email we talked earlier about the governor signing the bill that had passed through the state house about releasing the grand jury testimony from the Jeffrey Epstein case, the one that got him the sweetheart deal here in Palm Beach County, where he was doing the work release where he never really was there, and apparently he was having all kinds of like hookers flown in. He was just banging his brains out. Like, what kind of sentence is that?
He never stopped his lifestyle. I mean, it was altered a little bit because he had to report every so often, but he kept doing the same thing he was doing, which was probably abusing underage girls.
And if you are a person that does go with a lot of hookers, I'm talking, because there are people that really, it's a thing. They go to a lot of hookers.
Right.
Do you eventually, because you're doing it so often, are there times where you take off the Jimmy hat, the rubber, and go raw dog just because, I don't know, you're drinking, it's on your ninth hooker of the week.
And then your dick falls off.
I don't know if they allow it. I mean, they may, I imagine if you're with somebody, they probably have some requirements.
Everybody's got a price.
I was just going to say that. Virginia. Kevin's clearly never watched Pimps Up, Hoes Down on HBO.
No, I haven't. But we were getting texts because we were talking about the hookers in Colombia. And somebody said, yeah, they had a relative or friend that goes there regularly, and they go there just to get with the hookers. It's like $30, so it's cheap. And they said, I guess it's regulated, it's legal, but it's very clean, and it's apparently they've got a system down, and so it's done very safe, and everybody seems to enjoy it, according to this text.
I'm talking about that person. You know that person that they start off with a vice, but it just it spins out of control, and they start taking chances. I wonder if that does happen. If you have a prostitution problem, do you get more of a thrill? Oh,
yeah, I don't. Like I said, I don't know if it's something where would a prostitute, does that end? Is that a deal breaker? If you always have to have protection on, or what?
At brothels and places that are trying to run a thing, yes, that's a deal breaker. But on the street, I think, to Virginia's point, people have prices.
Every independent contractor sets their own rates.
In the history of prostitution, I think people have had unprotected sex.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't.
It's not really a smart thing to do, but it's sometimes I think being in that line anyway lends itself to someone who's a little bit more risky as an individual.
That's what I'm wondering.
You need the money, obviously, and somebody comes along and says, hey, I'll give you quadruple your normal rate if you let us do it without a condom. And then you're like, wow, quadruple my normal rate.
And believe it or not, the risk factor for some people is a fetish within itself. There was this one person, their fetish was having unprotected sex because the thrill of getting an STD got them off. Now, for your average person, 99% of the people, they go, what the fuck are they thinking? But for whatever reason, that was their fetish.
Dang.
I know.
That's weird.
It's crazy out there, Virginia.
Yeah, it is.
It's crazy in here.
Amen.
So I saw on the news today one of the victims' attorneys, he reps a couple of them, he had said that he didn't think anything was really going to come from it because he said he doesn't think that the grand jury got a lot of the details that they should have, that maybe they didn't hear all the information. The redacted names might be just be victims' names. And this text came in and said, yeah, this grand jury testimony has to do with how the judges let Jeffrey Epstein on work release and how he got the sweetheart deal. The only reason they are sealed is because crimes with a minor are sealed. That's how Florida law works. The federal file is where the names of the powerful are. And that is, something that you got to petition the president of the United States or somebody else on a federal level to step in.
Okay, so we want the federal stuff with all the names.
Yes, I try to understand it. So it almost sounds like it might not be everything you're hoping for.
We want the feds for Epstein, but we don't want the feds for weed.
Yeah.
Okay. We want, because the feds they're going to give you the good stuff for Epstein, but they're also going to they're trying to always take away your weed.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I was doing a joke. It clearly did not. You clearly bombed.
We didn't get it.
That's fine. It's Friday.
Woohoo, Friday.
You never know what's going to work, Virginia.
We had a story about a woman who works at Body Talk in Port St. Lucie. There was an obnoxious drunk in there bragging about how much money he made, and then he's not tipping anybody. And she finally came over and took a stack of money and slapped him over the head with it.
Doing the Lord's work.
She got arrested.
But
he deserved to get hit.
I like how she told the cops, I tossed it at him.
And then they looked at the video and they're like, no, you had a stack of boom, you hit him across the head.
He got exactly what he was asking for.
Daniel said, yeah, Jaybird, Body Talk is literally an old Wendy's.
Oh.
It's amazing. I've never been, but you can just only imagine.
We should do...
I mean, Wendy's are small. How big is this Body Talk? That can't be big.
No.
Could you imagine setting up a strip club in a Wendy's?
I think we got to do some field research.
There's no way we're not fucking going to Body Talk. We should make this an unofficial KVJ event.
The thing about it, which is awesome and so trashy, you may not know, Body Talk is the name of a song by Rat. And you probably never heard it. And it is the sleaziest, scummiest song you've probably ever heard in your life. Body talk, I hear that body talk. In fact, the song was playing. Do you remember an Eddie Murphy movie called The Golden Child?
Yes.
Okay, so in it, Eddie Murphy busts into this drug house where there's a bunch of bikers in there. And he starts roughing up the bikers, and they have the TV on, and that Rat video Body Talk is playing.
That's amazing.
So that's the whole end of just how scummy this whole thing is. I mean, there's a lot of filth that's really attached onto this. So Body Talk is named after a Rat song, and it's in a Wendy's in Port St. Lucie.
It's amazing.
It's also a line in Let's Get Physical by Olivia Newton-John.
Okay,
Body talk.
yeah, that's true. Okay.
Your body talk. Let me hear your body talk.
It's more amazing if it's after the Rat song.
Oh, I mean, you say they're playing the song during a motorcycle fight scene. I swear, karate and motorcycle fight scenes were so big when we were kids.
So what are we doing Saturday? Can we go to Body Talk? I'm going to be up that way anyway.
Okay.
Working a little lunchtime at Body Talk.
Let me hear your body talk. That's amazing. It's a Wendy's. That makes it even more awesome.
Got a text. Dale vamos a Body Talk. Toto's KVJ Nation. So he said, yes, let's go to Body Talk. All of KVJ Nation should go. And then they said, sí es más pequeño. So it is super small.
It looks like a fucking Wendy's.
I'm showing him pictures right now.
I'm looking at it.
It totally used to be a Wendy's, which makes me like it more.
Can you get a drive-through titty peek? For $5, you just look at the tits and drive away.
Mary said, FYI, it's really, 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 really run down.
They're selling it so hard for you right now. Tell me this would not be a fun road trip.
We go and we do what that guy didn't do. We right a wrong and we tip Victoria.
I'm only going if I get VIP treatment.
There's a VIP room.
Is that by the fry section?
There's a full bar, VIP room, live DJ. It says it all.
I bet it's probably the old walk-in cooler. It's probably the champagne room.
Oh my gosh, field trip. Yeah, this has to happen.
I agree.
So if I went on social media on my personal and said, "Hey, we're doing come meet us out. We're having just some fun."
Yeah,
we can't get.
And do they do the? Do you want any fries with this shake?
Yes. Oh my gosh, we can't get in trouble for that, right?
No, you're just
It's-
out
yeah,
having
it's your own
fun.
time.
You
All
can
right.
do what you want. You're a free man.
Oh my gosh.
We got to plan this out.
Warren said, my doctor owns the property there at Body Talk. And somebody else said, yeah, my church used to be in the same plaza.
Yeah, it's now getting a folklore behind it.
Those are going to be rough neighbors. A church and Body Talk.
What is this plaza?
What is this plaza?
and you know-
That's what the plaza is asking itself.
And you know, there's at least in the history of the church being there's one church member that went over to Body Talk, and it was a big scandal.
Somebody said a lot of the dancers, they smoke while they're on stage.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
now it's an oversell. You already got us in there. We have to check this out. Oh my God. Are they okay if we film? I feel like this is an investigative
No,
trip.
you got to ask first. You
You're
can't
right.
just start filming.
Something tells me if you get your ass kicked in the Body Talk, they really kick your fucking ass.
I think I remember the most amazing thing I ever saw in a strip club. It was a pregnant stripper, and she was eating a raw onion while she was dancing.
It's the craziest thing because I think it's the same strip club I have my raw onion story about.
It was
The landing
at
strip.
The landing strip.
Yeah.
Same
Were you
thing.
there at that time, Virginia?
I
on
was,
that day?
Yeah, I was there with you, and
Okay.
she was pregnant, she was eating, and she was stripping.
There was a girl at
It
the
was an onion, wasn't it?
It was a burger with raw onion on it.
Oh, that's right.
So
Okay.
the onion was hanging out of her mouth because it was the last.
I just remember the onion. Yeah, I think
was
you
a
tapped
burger.
me, and I think you said, "Look," and I had the visual of the onion hanging out of her mouth. I'm like, ooh.
Yep, she was finishing her burger.
I swear to you,
Eating for two.
on everything, I have the same exact fucking story. There was a girl.
If
sitting
you
there-
were in there at the same time as us, that would be amazing.
She was sitting down, and the girl. It was such an uncomfortable.
They
situation.
called her to the stage.
They called her to the stage. I wonder if I was there. I swear to you, because me and my buddy were sitting there at the time, and there was a dancer before him or before her getting on stage, and she was dancing, and something was going on to where it sounded like she was farting the whole time. So. My buddy,
God.
it was,
Well, the burgers, y'all.
he goes, "Is she farting?" And she heard him say that. And as she's dancing, she goes, "I swear I'm not farting. I swear I'm not farting. I'm not even kidding you." She gets off the stage, and they had to call the onion girl up. They go, "Hey, blah, blah, blah." She's eating a burger, and she's chewing it as she's walking upstage. And I could see onions in her mouth.
I don't know if we were there
Yeah.
at the same time or not, but that's pretty crazy that we have the same story about the same pregnant stripper. We were with our friend, a Hispanic guy about
Joe.
my height.
Joe.
He started crying because he was so moved by the fact that she was working through her pregnancy. Our Hispanic friend went up there and was
Wow.
just tipping her like 20s, 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 20s.
Yeah.
either-
What a day that was.
It might be the same girl, and she just loved onion burgers, but it was.
Look, she's eating for two. I don't judge.
I don't remember her being pregnant though. I just remember it just being.
My girl was pregnant. My girl was definitely with child.
Yeah, she was very pregnant. It
I would
wasn't
say
slightly.
the end of the second trimester.
Like the you would hand her money and the baby would stick his hand out and take it.
If she twerked, the baby would fall out.
She was not moving fast.
That's so depressing though.
It was rough, man.
Dude.
It was. It was a dark day.
We laughed and we were like, man, did that soak in?
This would have been circa 2000, 2001.
Early 2000s. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we got the right girl. We might have not been in the right time.
And then not too long after that, the landing strip was hit by lightning, burned to the ground.
Yeah.
That's how you know.
God
there's a-
said enough.
That's how you know there's a God.
Yeah. God's like, enough.
God's like, you're done.
Enough. He's like, the last time I did this, the place was called Sodom and Gomorrah. That's it. Must have rivaled it.
You must be stopped.
Yeah.
He looked at us. Oh, she's eating another onion burger. All right, we got to stop this.
And somebody said that same bar has a tattoo shop connected to it.
The Wendy's bar.
I guess the Body Talk, there's a tattoo shop. So if you are so
Really?
moved,
I'm looking at it. It
you
looks
could
to
get your
be.
favorite dancer and then go right next door and get her name tattooed on your ass.
I don't know if I want. I don't think I can handle another landing strip experience though.
No.
That really shook
No,
me.
I've aged out of.
I've aged out of that. But here we are, ready
Yeah.
to go back to the Body Talk.
There you go.
We haven't been to the Body Talk, though. I feel like we can't really discuss it and speak of it until we know what it's all about.
Well, we could really plan this thing out and just make it a field trip of weekends and do Body Talk, and then go a little bit more north to a place we all know as Cafe Risque. They bear all, Kev.
Nate said the tattoo parlor guarantees hepatitis. It's a money-back hepatitis guarantee.
It's part of their BOGO.
It's part of the experience. It's all part of the experience. It's guaranteed. Trashley said, I am so blown away by the 20 pounds of provolone that Virginia has. Would homemade cheese sticks or cheese curds with the provolone work?
Ooh, a cheese curd would definitely work.
Yeah, we could cut that baby up.
I'm holding it in front of KVJ TV right now. Virginia needs to come up with a name for her dish because it's a signature dish and it's kind of original.
Mm-hmm.
It's a cinnamon apple surprise.
Okay. Cinnamon apples are amazing. They really are. And yeah, it's interesting to put them in with cheese because, yeah, I've heard that apples and cheese mix well.
That's what Big Daddy ordered.
Don't ever call me Big Daddy again. I actually kind of like it.
Okay.
I like when you call me it.
When we go to Body Talk, that's your name. You're Big Daddy. You got to come up with my name.
It's weird. I don't like when you say it, but if Kevin started calling me Big Daddy, I'd be
Big Daddy, okay. Big Daddy. All right.
We're curious because provolone's a little bit more of, you don't typically see provolone and sweet, right? Because it's kind of a bully type cheese.
When it's heated, provolone gets a little more pungent. When it's cold, it barely has a smell. It's kind of a interesting cheese how it morphs when heated.
If you ate half of that, just if you were forced to eat half of that, do you think your day's shot?
Yeah, like I said, I eat it would take me out probably almost 2 days to recover.
It would snipe you.
It's crazy. Yeah, I looked at that. I was like, oh my gosh, that is a lot.
You got to get that thing hot and get it bubbling, Big Daddy.
I don't like when you call me that. Kev, will you call me Big Daddy? I want to see if it feels better.
What a Big Daddy.
Oh, I love it. It works.
Turns out you're gay.
Now I played baseball with a guy that everyone called Big Daddy. Like, Big Daddy's up.
Yeah.
That was before everyone wanted to fuck Daddy all of a sudden.
Now it's a thing.
Oh, it's everywhere.
It's a sexual thing.
Yeah. Trashy also said, this also got me thinking, what the shit happened to the trail mix-off? Did I miss it?
No, Kevin didn't like it. And so
That's not true.
He told us to just make a video. And I was like, you know what? I just lost all my hope and I just ate my trail mix.
So you thought the sound of you mixing together ingredients.
No, I think she wanted you to try it on the air and
I
vote
did.
on the air.
I wanted you to
It would
pick
go on
your
the
favorite.
air. But I thought you would make it, do a video of you making it, and then, we could talk about, okay, here's what we got, and we could do the results on the air. But I mean, yeah, I thought you were talking about you would come in here and we would let the audience listen to you mix the ingredients.
No, they were pre-mixed. I had them in here for like a week.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
yeah, then put a video, I think, showing how you make it. Here's what I got. Here's the video. Let's bring it in. We do the voting, and then we come in and we do a blind taste test with like 5 people and have them vote, and then post it up that way. I love the idea. I didn't kill it by any means.
I mean, we obviously have to call this fail mix. That's the name of
Fail
that's the name
Yeah.
of the bit.
I got so mad, and I just ate it all and was like anger eating.
Yeah, I never shot it down at all. I just said, yeah, let's do a video. I wanted to make it bigger, actually, with video and everything else.
Guess what that means? We're buying some more motherfucking trail mix ingredients.
Yeah, I'm all for it. No, I think it's great. So yeah, I'm green lighting it.
Kevin has to say that now. We're about to bite your fucking head off.
Well, I mean that's what I wanted. I'm sorry if I wasn't clear.
Yeah, you said, why don't you guys just make a video? And it was totally like dismissing it as it wasn't coming on the air.
No.
Just hug the cactus. Kev.
Okay. All right. You're right. It fucking sucks.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It fucking
Finally.
Wait,
Just say you hated
no,
it.
we have to do it. It's got to be called fail mix.
Fail mix.
Fail mix.
And then after all of this, you'll beat me. After all of this, your trail mix will probably win.
I had zero doubt that I was going to whomp that ass. Kevin, I was ready to perform. I don't know what the fuck what you're talking about.
I'm all for it. People love trail mix.
It's a big ratings getter.
Sean had an idea for Suits' movie review on Monday. They're doing part 2 of the Dune movie. I'm kind of glad I found that out because I hate when you go watch part 1 of a movie and you got in a theater and you got to wait a couple years to get to say, So now I'm going to wait till the second one comes out, and then I'll watch them all together. The original Dune movie came out in 1984. Sean would be curious to hear how Suits likes the classic from '84, and then maybe get a look at the newer one since it's going to be so topical this weekend.
It's got so much shine behind it, and so many people love it. I want to watch I've never seen the original Dune. I'd like to watch it too.
It escaped me too, and I didn't even realize. I guess this is part 2 of it. I didn't know what the hell. I don't know anything about Dune.
It's an old science fiction thing.
Okay,
that's just my game. '84. Yeah. That's my time. Oh, I'm watching Dune this weekend.
My mom was into it, and I just remember being like, this is shit.
Your mom was into a lot of cool shit, man.
She was into Star Trek and all that.
What the fuck happened to you?
I don't know. That just sounds bullshit.
Her mom she sings, she does all this cool shit.
I did not like that shit.
Oh, my God. I would have loved to have been your mom's son.
I know. Somehow you matched up with the wrong person there.
Maybe that's why she hates all that shit. Maybe there's some kind of a childhood thing with you because she really does have a problem with any kind of star content whatsoever, galactic content.
Right, yeah, she is she doesn't like the sci-fi, she doesn't like space, she hates NASA.
Maybe because my mom picked all those things over me.
She talks about how her mom won't pick up the phone for her. Dude, I think we cracked something open here.
Damn.
You hate Star.
It's like a psych session.
My mom chose Dune.
Wow. It all makes sense now.
Your mom sounds cool as shit.
Lisa said, tomorrow I'm running in my 3rd annual Gate River Run, 15K, 9.3 miles.
Damn, girl. What you running from?
Wow, that is crazy. She said, but once again, I will have your literal voices in my head during the run. As I have on my daily runs all year, I'm going to listen to Friday's show so I can loudly play along with the No Name movie game and whatever shenanigans y'all might be up to.
Aw.
Super fun to see the confused runners around me when I seem to develop Tourette syndrome as I play along. If it's not too much trouble, a few words of encouragement would be awesome.
Oh, definitely.
You got this. You are a bad bitch. You are a running powerhouse. Now smoke 'em all, girl. Heels up to the finish line, bitch.
What was her name?
Her name is Lisa, and she's from Jacksonville.
Okay.
Lisa.
God, jumping the gun here. I was going to give
She did the finishing move before the thing was over.
I was waiting for you.
Well, she's probably running, so she's probably on mile 4 or 5 right now. Lisa, you're on mile 4 or 5 right now. Hopefully you pooped already. Hopefully that's already taken care of.
Hopefully it didn't just happen at the last mile.
We don't want them daily runs to happen during your daily run.
Right.
Now you have the eye of the tiger. Now we chant Lisa.
Lisa, 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 Lisa.
Go, run.
Rip off your shirt. No, just kidding. Just kidding.
Yeah, she really got into it. Who knows?
That would be good, though. If you're on mile, whatever, and you hear that might be the pickup you need.
Yeah, girl.
That's impressive. 9.3. Dang.
Jeez, 9.3. How long would that take you to do?
Me, probably a week.
But you're
probably under 2 hours if you're going fast. Yeah.
Okay, that would be your average kind of. It would be like a 2 hour.
I mean, if you see those guys, the marathon runners that are huffing, like just over a 5-minute mile, probably. So, that would.
Well, I did a half marathon, and it was right at 2 hours, and I wasn't fast.
And what's a half marathon? How many miles is that?
So it's like 12.
You did 12 miles?
Or maybe 12 point something.
I think you did poop your pants, no?
First time, yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Second time, no. First time, yes.
Super fast people do it in about 50 minutes, and people who are a little bit more realistic, it's going to take, probably about an hour and a half.
Okay. All right. That's not too bad.
No, that's not the craziest thing I've ever heard. They have those super marathons now. I think it's 100 miles. I think I've seen some people do.
On something like that, you would have to. I'm asking a serious question for runners that run that great a distance and they're competing. You probably have to watch how you do go to the bathroom because
I'm sure. Yeah,
you want to go on an
I would
empty,
imagine probably a week out. You're looking at everything you're putting in and taking out.
How do they do that with peeing? They stop and just piss on the side of the road.
You can. There are some potty stations set up along the track, but if you do it right, you pee before it starts, and then you don't pee during the race because that adds to your time. They don't stop the clock as you're pissing.
Yeah, I guess my whole thing is I just heard runners talk about how they run and all of a sudden things just start happening to their body. But I think if you're running a lot, you kind of probably know what the fuck's going on.
You train and train and train really hard. But like when I was training for the half marathon, I never ran the full 12 point whatever miles. You just kind of run like 10 or 11 and you're like, I got this.
And do you think that's why you probably crapped yourself because you didn't train?
Well, I think I crapped myself because I got all excited and I was pushing myself to go faster than I would normally be going during the training. And so I didn't really full on crap myself. I just kind of sharded with some heat.
God, I am not running behind you.
Right? I don't even think I'll run in front of her either. I don't know. I'm staying away from you.
I would dig down deep. Be like, I have to get ahead of Virginia.
You're right. Kicking that adrenaline.
Yeah, I don't want to run behind that shardy hot heat
You
coming
run
out.
like a man with wooden legs, so you're going to be behind me.
But that's probably why it happened, because you didn't really explore your body didn't know what the fuck it was going into overdrive that last mile.
Right. I was really pushing myself, and when you push, stuff comes out.
Wow. People voluntarily do this stuff.
I know.
Just
Another
unbelievable
reason
to me.
not to run.
Yeah. That's just crazy stuff. All right. Well, best of luck to anybody who's going to be running. I'm probably going to be doing some drinking instead. Enjoy yourselves. All right, y'all. Have a great weekend. Don't forget to go and vote. We did our KVJ draft for the best South Florida events and suits. He had asked for Art Basel in Miami Beach, and somebody let me know that we also spelled it Art Basel. It's Basel. So
We're so classy.
people are like, yeah, guys, it's not a food. So so go vote for Art Basel. We've got that up there on the draft. The winner coming Monday morning at 7:35. Y'all have a good one. Goodbye.